Good morning, friends. Thanks for stopping by this morning. This is your New London News Morning Update. It is 47 degrees outside this morning. Sunrise this morning was at 6:18. The sun will set this evening at 8:34. Your forecast for today, just a slight chance of showers. Going to be mostly cloudy with a high near 57. For tonight, mostly clear with a low around 41. On your Friday, things start getting better. Going to be sunny with a high near 59. I don't want to jinx this, but we'll take a peek ahead at the weekend. Looking pretty nice. Saturday should be sunny with a high near 70. And for Sunday, Mother's Day, it should be sunny with a high near 74. So cross your fingers that forecast doesn't change. Taking a look at the calendar for today, first off, I want to send happy birthday out to our oldest son, turning 46 today. I'll tell you, it is a cold slap of reality when you realize you've got kids that are getting close to 50. Nothing on the library calendar today. On the school calendar, the boys and girls middle school track teams will be at Crestline. That meet gets underway at 4:30. They'll have the boys and girls basketball camp, grades 2 through 6, from 3 to 4:30. And the varsity softball and varsity baseball teams will host Colonel Crawford. Those games get underway at 5 p.m. And don't forget to get your forms sent in for that alumni banquet coming up on June 21st. Those forms are due by the end of this month, due on May 30th. I meant to mention the election results yesterday and completely forgot. In case you haven't heard, there were only two things on the ballot here in New London. State Issue 2, that did pass statewide. That's good news for New London. That will provide continued funding for the Capital Improvements Grant Program. The other item on the ballot was the Huron County Board of Mental Health and Addiction. They were asking for a renewal of the existing levy plus an additional levy. That did not pass. That failed, so that levy will be coming off our taxes, at least for the time being. Yesterday I brought you the story of the miniature dachshund that went missing in the Australian outback for 18 months. Now UPI's got a story about a Michigan cat. It's been gone for about 3 years. Buddy, the indoor-outdoor cat, just failed to come home one day back in 2022. His owner kept hoping he'd show back up, but he never did. Well, recently he turned up at a McDonald's 10 miles away from her house and then ended up at the Lenawee County Humane Society. Well, they posted his picture on social media, which the owner saw, and they've now been reunited. Exactly where Buddy was and what he was doing over the past 3 years is still unknown. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say there's probably a lot of little buddies running around Lenawee County, Michigan right about now. Yesterday's trivia question, what was the first brand of bubble gum to hit the shelves? Well, that was Double Bubble. It was created in 1928 by Walter Dimer, an accountant for the Fleer Gum Company, first sold as penny-a-piece samples. Double Bubble was initially sold in pink. Why? Well, because that was the only color available at the time, and it's remained pink ever since. Another kind of funny note to the story is Walter, the inventor, had to teach the salespeople from the Fleer Gum Company how to blow bubbles. This was a new thing at the time. He had to teach the salespeople how to blow bubbles so that they could go out and demonstrate it to the clients. Today's question, which automobile manufacturer was the first to offer seat belts? Which automobile manufacturer was the first to offer seat belts? I'll give you a clue. It was a U.S. manufacturer. Well, that is the morning update from your source for local news and events. I'm Steve. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.